Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, it's Friday. We've made it through the work week. Hope you guys have checked out some awesome movies here lately. And I would like to make a recommendation for your weekend viewing. And that would be one of my favorite kaiju flicks. I am a big kaiju movie fan as well as horror fan. And I'm talking today about Godzilla vs. Biollante from 1989. Directed by Kazuki Omori, with special effects director Koichi Kawakita at the helm. Kawakita would direct all but one of the Godzilla films from the Hesei era. The Hesei era would be the films that were made from 1984 to 1995. The only one that he didn't do the special effects for was The Return of Godzilla, which is the first film in the Hesei era. I personally really love the effects that were done during this time period. There was a lot of beam battles, fire breath, and so on, lasers and everything. I just personally love his direction of special effects. This film marks the series debut of fan favorite character Miki Sagusa, who is played by Megumi Odaka. Miki Sagusa is a telepath who actually can communicate with Godzilla, and she has a special bond with the monster. We actually see her turn Godzilla away from his path of destruction in this film, and no other human character before, and I don't remember one since, has had that kind of connection with Godzilla himself. This film also stars, I'm going to probably butcher some of these names, so forgive me, Toru Minagishi as character Goro Gondo, and Koji Takahashi as Dr. Shiragami. So the plot of this film is this takes place 5 years after the return of Godzilla, in which Godzilla comes back after being on hiatus for, well, in the timeline it was 30 years, but in film history it was actually I think about 8 or 9 years. So this film takes place 5 years after the return of Godzilla. Godzilla has been imprisoned inside of a volcano on Oshima Island, and Dr. Shiragami is experimenting with some cells that were found during the rampage that Godzilla did 5 years prior. And what he ends up doing is he cross-pollinates a plant with Godzilla cells. Well, during his experiments, his daughter is accidentally killed, and so he puts all of his work on hold. Several years later, he accidentally creates this kaiju right here, Biollante, which is a cross between Godzilla, a plant, and it is possessed by the soul of his daughter. Godzilla is accidentally released from his volcanic prison, and a battle ensues between Godzilla and Biollante. They first fight in a lake. Godzilla fights Biollante in her, this is one of the few female kaijus in the series, in her rose form, and then finally facing her in her final form, as you can see right there on the cover. The Godzilla suit that was used in this movie is one of the most popular Godzilla suits ever done in the entire series. It is commonly referred to as the Biogoji suit, and for a long time it was sort of the unofficial suit of the character. It was used quite often in popular culture and comic books and so on and so forth. Most of the time back in those days, the likeness that was used for the character was predominantly taken from this film. I actually have a few action figures of the Biogoji suit. This is a Bandai Movie Monster series. This is an SH Monster Arts. And here we have a Super 7 Ultimates version of the Biogoji suit, or the 89 suit. Some people refer to it as the 89 suit. because 1989 was the year this film was released. I have the Criterion Blu-ray that was released, I believe, earlier this year or late last year. I can't remember exactly. This movie was released in 2012 by Miramax on DVD and Blu-ray, and that Blu-ray has long been out of print, and it goes for insane prices on eBay. So I've seen it go as far as $200 for that Blu-ray. I'm sure those prices have probably come down since this particular Blu-ray has been released. This Blu-ray is superior in every way to the Miramax Blu-ray in all but one way. The Miramax Blu-ray actually has the English dub for this film. The Criterion Blu-ray did not, and that was a huge disappointment to me. I actually prefer to watch these films English dubbed. That's the way I grew up watching them, so I just prefer it that way. But everybody has their preference when it comes to watching foreign films. So anyway, I have the Criterion Blu-ray. It has a beautiful cover, original cover art. There's the front, and here's the back. Got some glare going on there. I will read some of the specs off of this momentarily. And we open this up. We get some extra goodies here. It's always nice to get these extras. I really love it when Blu-ray labels package the movie with other things other than just the disc. So there's our disc. Set this aside. And it also comes with a poster. And that is Biollante's Rose Form, and you can see Godzilla in the background there. This is a painting that depicts their first battle that takes place at the lake. And then on the other side, we just get some information about the film. Not going to go over all that, but yeah, I like it when Blu-ray labels package something in with the movie itself. It's always nice to get those extra goodies there. So I'm going to go over the list of special features that are on this disc. It is a new 4K digital restoration with 5.0 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack, a new audio commentary featuring film historian Sam Deegan, host of the podcast Eros plus Massacre and co-editor of the book Revolution in 35mm. The making of program from 1993 featuring the director Kazuki Omori and special effects director Koichi Kawakita, among others. Short documentary from 1993 about the Biollante and Super X2 vehicle concepts, deleted special effects, TV spots and trailers, new English subtitle translation, plus an essay by science fiction and horror film expert Jim Cornella. And as I said before, this was released by Criterion, and anything that is released by Criterion is very high quality. They take great care in their releases. They show a lot of respect for what the products they do put out, and they did it. They knocked it out of the park with this one. This is still available on Amazon as well as the Criterion website. I will put a link in the description of this video for the Amazon release. If you are a fan of Godzilla, maybe you've seen some of the more recent films from the MonsterVerse, Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla X Kong. Maybe you've seen Godzilla -1. The films that have been put out more recent years. If you like those and are interested in checking out some of the older kaiju films, I would highly recommend checking out this one. This will be one of the first ones I would recommend checking out. It has a great plot, a great cast, great special effects, lots of monster action, lots of great human interaction between the human characters. Sometimes take a back seat in these films. I would say this film, that's not the case. Yeah, I highly recommend checking this out. If you are a movie monster fan, maybe you're just getting into the genre, maybe you're curious about kaiju films, I highly recommend checking it out. Get the Criterion Blu-ray if you can. And that's it for me today, guys. Let me know what you thought of the review in the comments, and hit that like button for me, and let me know in the comments if there's anything that you would like me to check out in the future. So till next time, peace out.